What is up, YouTube family? Today I'm going to share with you the one mindset shift that I changed 3 years ago that completely shifted the course of my life. Changed everything for me in the last 3 years, and I know that it's only going to continue to change everything the more that I embody and embrace this one mindset shift. If you don't know me, my name is Ben, and I help people awaken their confidence. So let's get right into it. See, back in college, I started feeling really socially anxious in my life. Like I was constantly putting on this mask, like I couldn't just be my authentic self as I wanted to, around people that I was meeting, and just be who I was. I felt like I always was being judged by the world, or I always had to show up as someone that I wasn't. I became a people pleaser, and I was this nice guy. And I always used to pride myself in that, thinking that that made me different from people, and that made me better than people. So if you relate to this, if you're a people pleaser, if you're anxious, if you don't feel like you can just be authentic in the world, or if you just want to grow and get better in your life, if you want to be successful, if you want to improve on certain things, if you want to be able to learn how to over time get to a place where you feel confident quitting your 9 to 5, starting your own business, or finding a new career path, if you want to get better in your life in any way, this one mindset shift is going to make that difference for you. See, what I realized in my life was that I was operating from a fixed mindset. I thought that I was stuck in this anxiety. I thought that I was stuck feeling depressed in my life. I thought that I couldn't get better at certain things, that other people were just better at me at certain things, and that's just how it was going to be. And that I didn't have the confidence to be able to be a leader, to start a business, to do all of these things that I wanted to do in my life. I just thought that's just how I was, and that made me feel really negative. It made me feel really insecure. But what I realized was that I didn't have to always operate in a fixed mindset. There's another mindset called a growth mindset. And Carol Dweck talks about this extensively in her book, Mindset, The New Psychology of Success, which I do recommend picking up and reading if you haven't already. But a growth mindset essentially looks at life as an opportunity to grow, as endless opportunities to grow. You can get better at anything that you put your mind to, and that is a fact. Whatever you want to get better at and improve at in your life, you can. Sure, I might not be able to be like Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan or LeBron James, okay? There's some physical limitations going on here. But the thing is it doesn't matter, because that's not why I'm here anyways. My purpose in my life isn't to become the greatest basketball player there ever was. But once I started focusing on a growth mindset, I was able to tune in closer and closer to my purpose, because I was starting to see life as a series of learning opportunities, as every failure stopped being a negative experience. Every failure became an amazing opportunity for growth, because failure is just a bunch of data points for you to be able to look at and see what worked, what didn't, improve on the things that didn't work, double down on the things that worked, and then go and try again. And if you can keep doing that iterative cycle, and get 1% better every day with a growth mindset, you're going to be making this happen. And you're going to go up an exponential curve rather than this slow linear growth in life. And what's going to happen as you really embrace a growth mindset and start looking at each moment of your life as an opportunity to learn and to grow, is you're going to finally start to tune in to who you truly are, what you're truly meant to do in this lifetime. And that's going to start to feel more aligned with who your true nature is, with your authentic self. This is going to help you start to create alignment between where you're at now and where you desire to go in your life. And what's going to happen is you're going to start to naturally start to connect more with why you're here, what your purpose is. My purpose is not to go be the next great basketball player. My purpose is to serve humanity and help people awaken their confidence, start to believe in themselves, and create the life that they desire. But this all shifted, and I got to this place because of one fundamental shift, a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. It was like I just replaced a lens in my brain that said, okay, you see the world from a fixed perspective. Now, switching. We're updating that filter, and we're seeing the world from a growth perspective. everything's an opportunity to grow. I feel negative today. Okay, opportunity to learn what is it that I believe about myself that's making me feel negative. Boom, now I can understand that belief in myself, reframe it, and then continue moving on. Oh, I just dropped something off the counter and it shattered. Great, an opportunity to notice the frustration and relax and realize it already happened. And I could either get frustrated and angry and let this ruin my day, or I could breathe and be present. And that is growth. And the more that you find those, even like those little minute opportunities throughout your day, the more that you're going to have this is going to really accelerate your self-improvement, self-development journey. So if you're looking at life through a fixed lens, then what I'm encouraging you to do is look at those things that you feel like you're stuck on, that you can't get better at, that you're just not good enough at this skill or whatever. You don't have this talent, or you're not able to do this. You're not good at sales, so you're never going to be able to be a good salesman or saleswoman. Look at that thing and reframe it and say, if I start working at this every day, I will get better. What is the first little microscopic thing that I can start doing today to get better at this thing? And write that down. Start with 2 or 3 things in your life that you really are trying to make happen, or you really desire to make happen. Write those things down. Write what you believe about it. Write what you believe that your potential is to make that happen, to get great at that thing. And then if that feels like it's negative, like it's coming from a fixed lens where you're being stuck on it, you're worried about the failure, you're worried that you're not going to be able to get better at it, that you're worried that other people are going to judge you for it, look at it and see how you can start to reframe it in a growth mindset. How can you say, I can get better at this thing. If I do this thing consistently, I'll get better. If someone judges me for it, it's just an opportunity for me to let go of that fear of judgment. There's infinite ways that we can start to apply a growth mindset into our life. So go take some time, 2 to 3 things, write these things down, and then reframe them as a growth mindset and truly start to embody this in your life. And I promise you, it will make a massive difference for you in whatever you're trying to achieve. Plenty of studies have found very clearly that children that grow up with a growth mindset, or are exposed to a growth mindset in a class, they are exposed to a teacher that's primarily focusing on a growth mindset, do better on standardized tests, do better overall in grades, get better, have better outcomes in terms of career, in terms of financial success. There's plenty of studies that have shown very clearly that growth mindset will make a very positive impact on your life. So I wanted to share this with you because it has made a profound impact on my life, and it's a very simple switch. We don't have to make this so difficult. Just say, oh yeah, I'm going to look at everything like it's a growth opportunity. I'm just going to start doing my best to do that. It won't be perfect. It's going to take some practice. You're going to have to get yourself out of this old habit of seeing everything through a fixed lens. But if you can really sit on this, really reflect on it, and get it on paper and start reframing some things, you're going to really start to accelerate this and get some positive momentum going for you. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear how this impacts you, what you're struggling with a fixed mindset. Drop it below in the comments, and I'll respond to your comments and help you reframe them into a growth mindset. And don't forget to hit that subscribe and like this video if you felt like this was helpful, if you felt like this is going to make a positive impact on your life, because if it can make an impact on yours, it can make an impact on millions, and that's what I want to do. And when you like and you subscribe to my channel, that's going to help let me know that this is good, valuable content for you, so I can create more of it. And it's also going to help tell YouTube, hey, this is helpful, send it out. So much love. See you later.